Well, hello there, sunflowers, and how are you guys today? Well, I hope you guys are doing beautiful as these flowers. I finally fixed the sunflower to face you guys. However, I digress about my happy arrangement of the sunflowers just now. um, I'm here before I do and pull some cards on Hailey Bieber. What is going on in the Beaver household? Because I'm quite curious. Actually, I'm only curious because fans are curious. Actually, I'm going to get so more honest with you guys. The internet actually kind of has me concerned for the Biebers. And it's not because I'm concerned for the Biebers, I'm concerned for the fans that are speculating around the Beavers. That's where my concern is. Now, I know Justin Bieber has had a struggle in the past and currently. He just recently opened up about how he has anger issues and he's working on that. So, he is self aware enough. I mean, he is a Pisces after all. He has some self awareness about who and how he is, but also at the same time, Hailey Bieber has opened up about how she feels like the best thing for Justin Bieber to do is to leave LA. Just, I guess, move, pack, leave, do a tour and get away from home. Hollywood is toxic. Like, what is she implying here? That the best thing for Justin and his mental health is to leave. Does he need a vacay? Does he need like an ayahuasca healing retreat? Like, what do you mean he needs to leave LA for his mental health? But this also talks about how she also is affected by Justin in the best way I will put it is his moods. However, she stands by him and she truly does love him. However, fans feel as though Hailey and apparently people in Hailey's life also feel as though Hailey needs to drop Justin Bieber. She needs to get a divorce. She needs to separate. She needs to say adios, deuces, and let Justin Bieber fall to his demise. That's the general consensus I'm picking up on the internet, which, I mean, I don't want to judge people, but I'm just going to lay out the facts here because I'm going to read some cards and the cards will do the talking for me or for the energy and what's going on with them. So that way you fans can maybe get some better hopes. I'm not quite sure. However, what I'm going to do is I feel as though Hailey is, and fans are also feeling as though now that Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco has came out with an album, a debut collab album together called I Said I Love You First. And they're on this whole love press tour, which I don't hate it. I did a reading on it. Please check on that reading. People are feeling as though Hailey is jealous, and now there's this whole 7-part series on TikTok running down how Hailey Bieber is basically a stalker and is pretty much a psycho, is what they're trying to portray here, and that Justin Bieber should definitely be concerned for his life is what the 7-part series is portraying, and that Hailey Bieber is a man stealer. Which, how true that part is, I'm not quite sure. I'm not going to debate that one. However, still, they're happily married. They now share a son together. So why can't they just be happy and be in peace? That's all I want to know. Where's this hate coming from? I mean, I know where the hate is coming from. I'm well aware where the hate is coming from. But still, why are we having this hate for a relationship that seems to be doing good? I mean, do you guys feel like Hailey Bieber is affecting Justin's mental, and if he got away from Hailey, he will be all better? Like, I'm not sure what fans are quite seeing here in the picture, but the cards will tell us. Well, the Emperor and the Nine of Cups flipped out. We'll see if those cards pop up in the reading. However, I'm going to read from the perspective of Hailey Bieber today because she's the one that is receiving the hate. So Hailey, what's going on in your marriage? Ooh, okay, we'll stop right here. Okay. Since this card stands alone, I'll put it right here. She feels like the Son of Swords, which is the Page of Swords. Interesting. And then, the Fool is just the magnet for the foundation today, isn't it? Okay, let's see what's above her. Okay. A Daughter of Pentacles, which is a Page of Pentacles. The future is the Mother of Pentacles, which is the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, we see a whole family here. Yeah. Okay, this is quite interesting. Let's pull out another card. For the High Priestess to be in the fear section is pretty fitting. For her hopes and fears about this situation, well, not her hopes and fears, but her hopes and how she is looking for an outcome in this situation is the Nine of Pentacles, which is pretty good. Let's see how family, friends, and loved ones, but mostly fans, feel about this one. Fans and family. How does loved ones feel about this? Oh, the Son of Wands. Okay, interesting. And let's see what the outcome card is. Okay. Interesting. The outcome card is the Eight of Swords. We'll see how that plays out. At this moment, how I see Hailey and how she feels about the internet. Also, she has talked about taking legal action, which is exactly what this Son of Wands is giving. Or the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords is a what is the Page of Swords? Hold on, I'm thinking. The Page of Swords is usually a individual who is who may sometimes react before thinking because it's a sword and they're ready to take action, and usually it's like somebody holding up the sword looking in the wrong direction, so they might not see what they're doing until they actually look at it. So that's what I mean by reacting before thinking through something. However, also at the same time, it could be symbolized as putting down the gauntlet, and as the way I see it, because this is exactly what owl is doing. Somebody that is trying to be wise and thinking through the situation, but an owl surely does not miss its targets. Let's just not imagine a sword is here and it's just an owl swooping down in on its prey. That's exactly what I'm getting from this Page of Swords, which is Hailey Bieber and her coming down on the haters, on the internet rumors about her, because she is putting a stop to the image people are trying to put out about her, which is what is above this head, and which is above what could be weighing her down, or what she's thinking about heavily, which is the Page of Pentacles. And the Page of Pentacles is usually somebody who is, well, Pentacles is all about material, physical reality, could represent material status, could represent socioeconomic status, could just represent a online presence in this physical reality. So because of all of that, the Page is somebody that is growing into both their identity, but also how they want to present themselves on the media, online. She's now a businesswoman. Her past is in the past. She has grown from that. she has grown from that. That's what the cards is giving me, because the Page of Pentacles is somebody who is in the process of growing and evolving. So because of that, she feels as though she wants to put time and energy and effort into how in crafting her image and how people perceive her. So if she has to get physical and maybe attack, whether that's through legals, whether that is through as people like to suggest, subliminal messages on her social media post or Instagram stories. However, we see down here at the very bottom that this is all new for her. And also, let's not forget that she did just recently have a child. So she is um, readjusting to her life. And even in the last reading I did on her, just solely purely on her period and not her relationship, it was all about her getting back into the industry, getting back into road and trying to promote it and sell it. And she is now officially the image of her brand. I'm not sure if she always has been, but now she definitely is promoting her brand a whole lot more, wearing her brand a whole lot more, and is trying to the best way I could almost say it is give girl next door vibes. Oh, like a Visco girl, if you guys are familiar with that. Um, the best way I could say it is an Emma Chamberlain, if you know that vibe and aesthetic that I'm trying to describe, but the phrase is missing me. Hailey is trying to embody that aesthetic. So because of that, being all natural, being natural, pure beauty, skincare routine, healthy living, eating, peaceful, happy life, happy home, happy life, happy body, happy mind, all of that. If you want to call it very Californian culture, but she really is truly in body and embracing this. And now that she's had a literal son, and now that she is basically a mama now, she has other priorities to worry about, things that mean a whole lot more. And she could be thinking about her finances in the future of her career, both for her and Justin Bieber. So yeah, it could be a little bit forceful of, yeah, Justin, get yourself together, because the internet's attacking us, and I'm not quite sure how long our money gonna keep flowing. And we have a second addition that we've added to a family as a unit. We have to work together and come together for our child, both, even if that means having to block off people from our family, or just us strengthening our bond with each other and our connection together and our love for each other, so that when we do get attacked by the media, we can fight it back. We don't have to feed into it. We might feed into it a little bit, but also, social media is known to be a place to vent. And when Justin gets in his moods, he uses social media to post and vent. He has a very aesthetic eye. I'm not gonna lie. I really do love looking at his artsy pictures. And I'm not gonna lie even more. I was never a fan of people taking very blurry, out of focus, like you was just taking a picture and you just happen to swipe your phone one way so it just looks a bit blurry. I never liked that look, because it's not beautiful. It's not pretty. It doesn't capture a moment. Actually, what it gives me like drunk and you can't see straight at really. So no, I do not like that look. However, Justin Bieber has made me appreciate that look. I see the artistic eye behind it. It really does convey a sort of disassociated, confused, blurring between the lines of reality and how I'm feeling, that I get the aesthetic behind it now. So because of that, Justin Bieber has opened up a new perspective of me to for me to see how he's feeling through his artistic photography. Like they say, a picture paints 1,000 words. And he likes to admire his wife. He posts pictures of his wife. Why are people getting mad? I think people will get mad if he wasn't posting pictures of his wife. Posting pictures of his wife is now objectifying his wife. He can't love on his wife on social media and be like, yeah, that's my woman. Like, what? It's not like he's posted nudes of her. I really don't see how people, maybe they're thinking that he's in like some Stockholm syndrome where he's loving his abuser. I don't know. I'm not picking that up at all from this reading in Hailey at all. All I see is actually a lot of growing and development, because we have a Son of Swords, which is a Page of Swords, a Page of Pentacles, and a Page of Wands, and then a Mother of Pentacles. So there's a lot of feminine. There's an equal balance of feminine and masculine energy in here. So what I'm seeing here, and it's a bunch of court cards and a lot of people cards, and the only two major arcana cards really in here is the Fool and the High Priestess, which even in and of itself, even though we're missing the magician right in the middle, but I always see the Son of Wands as a magician, the charmer, somebody that can get it done, has a creative drive, is passionate about what they do, and is going to manifest and create the reality that they desire through their energy and what they can create. And creating is a type of manifestation. It's physically bringing something from nothing and making it tangible. That in and of itself is a magician and doing magic, which is always what I see here with the Son of Wands. But it's like the magician in training. It's like the apprentice is what the Son of Wands gives me. An apprentice, somebody who's trying to become the magician, which is why we see the Fool and why we see the High Priestess, because the Fool is somebody that is embarking on a new journey. Everything is new. They're not sure. First marriage, first baby, maybe truly first love. If she really did love Justin Bieber like that before she got with him, and she really was some crazy fan, like people are speculating, then she got to get, because of her fame, notoriety, and who she is, she truly got to have the happily ever after. She got to awe and gawk at Justin Bieber on TV and in concerts, and was able to get the man. She, in and of itself, that's kind of impressive. So because of that, we see here the High Priestess. The High Priestess is symbolizing deep inner things that we don't see behind closed doors, the inner workings of their relationships, the things that she truly fears, that she, like I said, she sees sides of Justin Bieber that we, the fans, do not see. We truly don't know how dark and deep he can get into his moods, but Hailey does. And because of that, that's why she may be hinting at, the best thing for him in his mental is to leave California, is to leave Hollywood. That in and of itself is very cryptic, because we know how Hollywood has treated the Beeve. So because of that, she is hoping to be the woman, to be that feminine energy, to be that mother, that nurturer, that person that helps soothes her family in times of needs and crisis, and is able to step up as I'm going to see it, as a divine feminine, and do what a feminine does. Sees a problem, heals the problem, and doesn't judge the problem. Like they say, we share, but we don't judge. So because of that, that's the exact energy that she gives Justin. And that's why he is staying around, because Hailey truly does get him. She truly does nurture him. She knows how to soothe those sides of him. And because of that, that's where this Nine of Pentacles is coming up. She's hoping that she can persuade him to get back out in the music industry, to do something instead of just being inside the house. Like, yes, I know you love baby Jack. I know we have this family, but there's gonna be she's like, sweetie, there's gonna be a time that you're gonna have to really face the public. You can't hide behind closed doors forever, honey. You're gonna have to face the people, is how she's feeling. She's trying to coach him and make him feel safe to be maybe not vulnerable, but back in the public, especially with all this Diddy going on in the industry. People are definitely looking at him with a huge side eye. And fans were begging him to come out and speak on his experience at the Diddy Castle or the Diddy Mansion, whatever they called it, with awkward videos resurfacing of Justin Bieber and Diddy interacting, memories and things he doesn't want to remember, and for it to be brought back up and people are finally analyzing it and really seeing it for really what it was, what they didn't see back then, is bringing up all those uncomfortable feelings he felt back then, and they're resurfacing, and he's going to have to reprocess it all over again. So because of that, let's just give the Beav a break, honestly. And what we see here with the Son of Wands is that the loved ones are waiting for Hailey to honestly pull a rabbit out of a hat with this situation. They're just like, girl, do your magic, please. We're watching, please, because we don't see it, but you see it. So go on. That's how people are seeing Hailey. They're just seeing her as, I can't really say a lost cause because you can't underestimate a snake, but also with a snake. Let's talk about it. I didn't even mean it like that, but people really do see Hailey as a snake. And if we want to think about snakes, even though this is a son or a page, snakes usually symbolize feminine energy. So it represents that, like I said, that nice balance of masculine and feminine energy, that nice balance of androgynous, that nice balance of having to be assertive but submissive. A nice balance between being assertive and being passive. Okay, a nice way of being assertive and a nice way of being balanced with, hold on, the word was going to come to me. A nice balance of being receptive, so, which is all about a snake. And snakes usually can represent water, but it can also represent fire here. So in and of that itself, you see a lot of elements working at hand. But at the very end, the outcome is that Hailey's going to have to break out of the mindset and the perspective that she's seeing this. She's going to have to break out the mold. She's going to have to think outside the box, because she feels like she's pinned up against the wall and that everything that she does is underneath a microscope, and that she can't even breathe without somebody questioning her. So because of that, it's like it's suffocating, like the Son of Swords, like the Page of Swords. It's whipping up like a tornado. That's why she's just like, I need a break somewhere. I need to get this energy released somewhere. The tension needs to be broken somewhere, because these are the only two swords. Everything else is pentacles and fire. So because of that, it's earth, it's fire, it's energy and passion, but it's also stability and foundation. All that together creates a very nice, solid framework, if you ask me, because fire can keep on burning, and earth will just let it until it dries out. And then, well, unless you put some moisturizer and put some water in there, then it could put out the fire. But other than that, this could be, actually, now that I think about it, that sounds like a complete wildfire, if you ask me. But it can also be something that can work in balance, because an earth is not so easily moved. So fire can basically release its energy as much as possible and burn itself out if it needs to, and get all that fuel out if it needs to. And Earth is like, I'm right there for you, boo. I got you. Do what you need to do. I am right here. Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. Yeah, I think I quoted that one right. So, with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this reading on Justin Bieber, well, Hailey Bieber, and how she's feeling with the world storm of the internet and her relationship with Justin Bieber. That's two things that she has to balance. Honestly, girl can't win. And then all this backlash and backflack that she's getting. She's trying to sell her business, and people are kind of hating on her. I mean, she did kind of steal, did some plagiarism. I can't front her on that one. I can't. That one's kind of rightfully just. But still, all that is just, it's just, nothing's really looking good for Hailey. Neither is anything really going in Hailey's favor. So because of that, she's trying to keep it together while also trying to keep Justin together at the same time. So that's why if she has to do a little bit of backfighting, that's because she's trying to maintain her own peace for the sake of Justin. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. I sure did. Please give this video a thumbs up if you have not given it a thumbs up already. Please leave your comments down below. How do you feel about what's going on with this troubled couple? It seems like, both internally and externally. Yeah, that's all I got for them. Prayers going up for them. Honestly, I just don't know what to say, because it's a whirlwind. It's a lot. I feel both bad for them and also confused on where it's all coming from, because if they're in a happy, committed relationship, or at least in a committed relationship, even though it kind of looks awkward sometimes in the media, relationships have its ups and downs. They just happen to have it in the media. Just let them work it out. Just let them work it out. Why is everybody so miserable? But hopefully, with that being said, please subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. And I will now officially see you guys in the next one. Sunflowers!